Dear friends, sorry it was interrupted because I ran out of memory. I forgot to remove some older video from my tablet, but I will continue from the point it was interrupted. I was saying what perception has to do with wisdom training, and particularly with resting our mind. Well, when our mind is untrained and looks for something or other continually, when the perception comes, focus on something. There is some dominant perception, or we choose something as a dominant. For example, when there is a strong physical pain, we definitely focus on the pain. And if nothing particularly happened, we find something to focus ourselves and ignore everything else. That makes us, in pragmatic sense, we don't function too well, because we may focus on something which we find interesting, and we are in the woods and don't notice that the tree falls on us. No, that's of course maybe non-realistic but dramatic thing. It just shows us that just focusing on one thing without any particular purpose, just, I suppose, to do something, to be busy, to keep ourselves busy, is not good for our mind. So resting of mind, now it comes something important, is simply allowing perception to happen, not blocking them by any form. It is impossible, but we can block certain perception, not all of them, because we always feel our heart, our breathing. When we sit, even in the most comfortable position, we feel the pressure on our legs or buttocks or whatever it might be. So we perceive all the time. And resting of mind allows the perceptions to happen as they do. And we start noticing enormous amount of perception. And when we don't focus on anything in particular, they all become much more clear, much more, vivid. We could even say interesting. It's, even I will risk say, they become more exciting. So, practice of our mind is allowing perception to happen and not focusing, because when we focus on a perception, we automatically react to it and start thinking. And we think, and the whole resting business is gone, because we are busy thinking, busy focusing first and thinking later. So we are learning to perceive without doing anything with this perception, allowing them to happen. Just for your sake, wear the shawl to not to be so gray as usually. Have some color, that's why it's a pin is here. It's colorful and actually matches this thing, I believe. Anyway, so our practice, sitting practice, let's add the fact that we noticing, becoming aware of our perception without focusing, not trying to, like in certain spiritual practices, put our eyes down not to see anything, or on the other hand, focus on some, I don't know what they focus. Well, it was probably thousands, hundreds years ago, on a candle, or visualize something and focus. No, that's the mindfulness various practices. To keep our mind, stable on something. Here, we don't try to do such things. We simply relax and rest our mind in perception. And please add it to your practice. Now we will sit for a while, me, or you and me, and not necessarily you have to look at me. You can look from time to time like in anything else, and me too, and just rest in perceptions. Whatever happens, let it happen. Don't block anything, don't follow anything. Just be. Okay, enough talk. Okay, so that will be about it for today. You may, during this perception resting, see that our mind is kind of more alive and vivid, rather than just not being aware of them. So as I said, now I have to end for tonight. That is enough. I don't know if I gave the good number to this talk, but I will correct it later. And goodbye until next time. Have a wonderful time.